The human digestive system consists of a long tube called the alimentary canal, extending from the mouth to the anus, along with several associated digestive glands. The main components of the digestive system include the mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and anus. Food enters through the mouth, where mechanical digestion begins with the teeth. Different teeth have specialized functions: incisors for cutting, canines for tearing, and molars for grinding. The salivary glands secrete saliva containing amylase, an enzyme that begins the digestion of carbohydrates. Amylase begins breaking down complex carbohydrates into simpler sugars. After chewing, the food is mixed with saliva and formed into a soft mass called a bolus. The bolus travels down the esophagus through a process called peristalsis. Peristalsis is a series of coordinated muscle contractions that propel food along the digestive tract. The food then enters the stomach, a muscular sac where chemical digestion continues. The gastric glands in the stomach lining secrete gastric juice, which contains hydrochloric acid and pepsin. Hydrochloric acid provides the acidic environment needed for pepsin to begin protein digestion. Pepsin begins breaking down proteins into smaller peptide chains. The stomach muscles contract to churn the food, mixing it with gastric juice and breaking it down into a semi-liquid mixture called chyme. Let's summarize what we've learned about the upper digestive system structure. The mouth begins mechanical digestion with teeth and chemical digestion with salivary amylase. The esophagus transports food via peristalsis. The stomach continues chemical digestion with pepsin and forms chyme. The small intestine is the longest part of the digestive tract, measuring about 7 meters in length. It's the main site where digestion and nutrient absorption take place. It's divided into 3 distinct sections: the duodenum, which is about 25 centimeters long, the jejunum, about 2.5 meters, and the ileum, which makes up the final 3.5 meters. Digestion in the small intestine relies on secretions from 2 accessory organs, the liver and the pancreas. The liver produces bile, which flows through the bile duct into the duodenum. Bile doesn't digest food, but emulsifies fats into tiny droplets, increasing surface area for enzyme action. The pancreas secretes pancreatic juice containing powerful enzymes. Amylase breaks down carbohydrates into simple sugars. Lipase breaks down fats into fatty acids and glycerol. And trypsin breaks down proteins into amino acids. The inner surface of the small intestine is covered with millions of microscopic finger-like projections called villi, which dramatically increase the surface area available for absorption. These specialized structures increase the intestinal surface area about 600-fold, making it extremely efficient at absorbing nutrients. Each villus contains a network of blood capillaries and a lymphatic vessel called a lacteal. Different nutrients are absorbed through different pathways. Most nutrients, including glucose from carbohydrates and amino acids from proteins, are absorbed directly into the bloodstream through the capillaries. Fats, however, follow a different route. After being broken down into fatty acids and glycerol, they are reassembled in the cells of the villi and then absorbed into the lymphatic system via the lacteal. The extraordinarily large surface area created by these villi is what makes the small intestine the primary site for nutrient absorption in the human body. After nutrients are absorbed in the small intestine, the remaining material passes into the large intestine, also called the colon. The large intestine consists of several sections: the cecum, ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, sigmoid colon, and finally the rectum. Unlike the small intestine, the large intestine has very limited digestive functions. Its primary role is to absorb water and electrolytes from the indigestible food matter. The large intestine is home to trillions of beneficial bacteria that help ferment undigested food materials and produce certain vitamins, such as vitamin K and some B vitamins. As water is absorbed, the waste material becomes more solid, forming feces, which are stored in the rectum until elimination through the anus. The entire journey from mouth to anus typically takes between 24 to 48 hours in humans, though this varies based on diet, hydration, activity levels, and individual metabolism.